Hey there, Handcrafters, and welcome to the craft table. My name is Tiara, and today we are going to be making 2 lantern swags with a foam centerpiece using a pool noodle. Stick around, you're not going to want to miss a thing. Alright, hello, Handcrafters. Alright, so today I am prepping mesh to get started with a new project. My church is having All Saints Day, the first Sunday of November, which will be this week. And they have asked me to design some altar centerpieces for the occasion. So I am going to be sticking with the colors of white, golds, and creams, okay, and natural greenery, if you will. So I am going to be doing some mesh cutting. Here we are. I purchased 2 rolls of this beautiful mesh. I'm going to go ahead and open it for you guys. I purchased 2 rolls of this mesh from Amazon. This mesh is striped with gold. Okay, so let me take this out. Put that to the side. This mesh is striped with little gold flakes of mesh string. Okay, it's gorgeous, so shimmery and shiny. Hope you guys can really see that. Let me see if I can get it on the light for you guys. I don't know how well you guys might be able to see the shimmer and shine of the gold, but it's super pretty. That's a bit better. So it's really, really pretty, you guys. I'm going to be using this. Again, this was purchased off of Amazon. I will leave you guys a link in the description. This is a 10-inch by 30-foot roll of mesh, or 360 yards of mesh, and I'm going to be cutting this into, I'm believing, about maybe 18-inch mesh cuts. So that will give me 20 sheets with this roll and 20 sheets with this roll. I'm planning on using this on 3 centerpieces, maybe 2 on the outside of the altar and 1 in the middle. I'm thinking I'm not really sure. I believe I might be also combining it with the celebrated white iridescent mesh from Michael's craft store. This is 12 inches by 35 feet. I will also leave the link in the description for this. Basically, if I decide to use it, I'm not 100% sure yet. It is about 2 inches longer than this. I don't necessarily think that will be a problem, but we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on cutting this out. Now, as you guys know, I do like to use the soldering tool, or you can use your wood burner tool to go ahead and cut the mesh. Using a heated element will it will reduce the amount of fraying with the mesh, keeping it nice and fresh looking. I am cutting it at the lowest setting that is on this tool, and this is 200 degrees. I will also leave the link in the description for you guys with this. I purchased that off of Amazon. I'm using a glass cutting mat. It is best when you're using a heated tool to use a glass cutting mat, so that you're not going to burn your mats or your tables or anything like that. Also, when using a soldering tool or a wood burner tool, it does give off some smoke, so it's always best to wear some form of mask or to, you know, and or to have your windows or doors open with the good ventilation kind of going on. Maybe put a fan on, have a nice breeze coming in, so that way the fumes will go out of the room. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting ready to cut this beautiful mesh into 18-inch sheets. All right, see you soon. Okay, so if you can see the edging on here, it is really frayed. It's really frayed and it's uneven. So I'm going to cut this off, okay? I'm going to place this on my glass mat or picture frame technically. And let's see, I'm going to just grab my little candle and hold it. I do plan on possibly using these candles. These guys, these are so cute. I believe my husband got these from like Ross a couple years ago. So I do plan on using and cut off this fray. I'm keeping it straight on the line. That's the great thing about having a little mat under here. You can make sure that you're cutting it straight down on the line. Alrighty, so I'm going to I have this lined up. I have the glass lined up right here where I would like to give it a cut at the 18 mark. And the mat that I'm using is about 35 inches long. So I am going to, so once you like count down towards the higher parts of the mat, it is 18 inches. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I'm going to be dragging my mesh to the higher numbers of the mat, okay, and cutting it at the 18 here. Okay, I'm going to take my handle and hold the end so that it doesn't curl up, which it will want to do that naturally. Okay, taking this down, and I am going to begin cutting right here on the 18. I'm going to just put that here for safety too. Okay, so I have everything nice and lined up, nice and straight, and I'm going to just start cutting down at the 18. Nice and slowly to get a nice burn on these edges and to make sure that I'm cutting a nice straight line. Okay, so this mesh is very pretty, very pretty. I would say it is definitely a bit thinner than the Celebrated ribbon that I have been using. So this is my first time using the mesh off of Amazon and from the company that I'll leave a link for you guys with. It's thinner, so we're going to see how that works out. But it's very pretty and I'm really loving it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this, like, you know, just roll it back up, and then I'll place it to the side, place it in a little basket or in a loose trash bag so that I can start working on the rest of them without anything getting in the way, okay? Now, I've already cut out the mesh rolls. Both of the mesh rolls gave me 20 sheets each, okay, which is good. I'm gonna, you know, use those sparingly. I also did end up cutting the white Celebrated mesh that I'm thinking about incorporating into the gold stripe mesh. I'm going to see, because the Celebrated is a little bit longer, about 2 inches longer than the gold stripe mesh. So I want to see how it looks. Hopefully it won't be that bad, but we'll see. So next, what I'm going to do, I am going to be making a lantern swag, if you will. So this is a lantern that I had purchased from Walmart about 2 or 3 Christmases ago. It came with some florals in the inside, so right in here are it's foam, and it came with a Christmas floral in the inside. And since I have repurposed the floral that has been in here, I have used this lantern for many other different themes and designs that I would like to use it for. And this time I'm going to be using it for All Saints Day for my church's altar decorations. So I'm going to be putting a lantern swag on here. This this lantern is about like 17 inches tall and like 6 inches wide. So I'm going to be using this. I think it's a pretty appropriate, nice size. I like it. It's not too big, not too small. I think it's the perfect size. I'm not sure if I'm putting anything in here outside of maybe a candle, so I don't know if I'm just going to take the foam out and put a candle. I just don't know at this point. It's just going to be how the design moves me. So, okay, so there's that. I'm using a lantern to create, 2 lanterns rather, to create the 2-side altar pieces. Next, what I'm going to be using for the lantern swag are the classic Dollar Tree Christmas trees. The Dollar Tree Christmas trees, you guys. These are $1.25, and they are 11 inches in diameter by 18 inches in height. Okay, so I'm going to take one out. So this, hold on. Okay, so that seems to be what's coming in the little box. So you have this gorgeous little tree, so fun. You have this little tree that is so fun to, you know, work with. And looks like this comes off, the little stand where you will put these, the legs. It comes off, so I will be taking this off. I'm not going to be using these. I will go ahead and show you guys what I'm going to be doing later with those. But for this next section of working on the project, I am going to be using 2 of these Christmas trees. Okay, I am going to use zip ties, and I am then going to make a bow. This stuff is so gorgeous. It looks so pretty. I can't wait to show you guys like a closer look up at this. But for right now, this is what I'm going to be using to do the swag on the lantern. I have never tried this before, but the kind of design that I want to do with mesh, we're going to, I need these branches in here, so we're going to see how it works out, you guys. Yeah, I have like a couple more days to get it done, so I have to make this work. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to use 2 of these. I'm trying to actually get this little base off of here. Basically, it's just really a twisty kind of thing, and I'm twisting and pulling. Oh, there we go. So I got that off, okay? And I got the leg off. I'm going to go ahead and open up the next one. Okay, so let's go ahead and fluff these guys out and see what we are working with on here. So I'm thinking because I'm going to use this as a lantern swag, I don't necessarily need to put any of like the pine needles behind. I need to keep everything on the side and at the top, because I am going to be laying this part as on the lantern. So I'm going to fluff everything out to the front and to the sides. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I fluffed out this one, making sure that everything is flat on the back. None of the pines are towards the back. Everything is to the front. Okay, and now what I want to do is actually combine these 2. All right, I'm going to combine them. Right, I want a nice size swag. I know, like, doesn't it look like so thin? And you're like, oh my gosh, what can you do with that? yeah, we are going to work it out. Okay, so let's start with this. The point on here, you can see that is not very long. It's about, what is this, about maybe 2 inches from the base of the branch to the tip. So that's, you know, we really want to have this secured in here. So I am going to bring it up a little bit. I am going to bring it in a little bit close. Maybe just about like right there, because I still want to put a ribbon, right? I want the ribbon to have space. And I'm going to go ahead and run the zip tie up the middle. Probably actually could use one of my smaller zip ties, but I'm going to use a nice sturdy one. Nice, thick and sturdy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and zip tie that in the middle. I want to zip tie it at the end, a little bit towards the end of the let's see. Just run that through here. Okay, and zip tie that. All right, and then I'm going to do one more over here on this side. Now, I did run the zip tie in between 2 of the branches, just for extra security, that, you know, nothing slips out. Okay. Just a little bit more security, because these right here are going to be tied with the decor that I'm going to be applying to them. So this just gives, I did the same thing on this side as well. Okay, give it that extra loving pull. Okay, all right, so okay, you guys, so I have gone ahead, cut those off, and now I am going to start decorating this little cutie. Oh, so cute. I'm telling you guys, you're like, oh, that thing is so scrawny. What can you do with it? Oh, we are going to fluff this baby up. We are going to make her beautiful. Right. So I'm going to go ahead and place this to the side for now. All right, you guys, so I want to show you all this beautiful ribbon. Oh my goodness, my gosh. Are we, like, seriously, look at this, you guys. I love this. It is like this lacy webbed, it's like this beautiful gold lacy sparkly webbed wired ribbon. This is gorgeous. I'm just using one style of ribbon on the displays that I'm going to be doing, the centerpiece displays I'm going to be making. So this is just so gorgeous. I love it. And we're going to go ahead and make a nice beautiful bow for our lantern swag. So I do need to make 2 of these. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and place this here, and we're going to start, you know, deciding how long I want the tails. Now, I don't think I want like crazy long tails, but it's better to go a little bit longer, because if you need to take anything away, then you can take it away. If you start off short, you can't really add to that. So I'm going to just make a little bit, make some long tails. Okay, let me see first. Maybe 17-inch tails. Okay, you guys. So I think I want about 6-inch loops with 6, which is pretty good bow. Okay, let's pull this a little bit longer. Okay, so I'm at the 6. Then I'm gonna bring this in. The 6. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to cut the tail the same length as the other tail. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops on this side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops on this side. Okay. Now this is very thin. So I'm going to take one of my smaller zip ties because this isn't like a very enormously thick material. I can use one of the smaller zip ties. If you don't have zip ties, you can also use, you can also use, I want to run it underneath here. Okay. And zip tie it. Okay. And I'm going to just put the zip tie in the back. So before I make it all tight, make the zip tie tight, I just really want to make sure that it's centered. Okay. And make sure I'm even all over here. And I'll go ahead and give this a nice pull. Okay. Okay, go ahead and tighten that. Right, and go ahead and cut the excess off. Alright, so I'm going to be pulling out the mesh rolls. Let's move this back to the side. Alright, and let's see here. Cut each of the mesh sheets at 18 inches long, and it gave me 20 sheets off of my 10-yard roll of mesh. So what I'm going to be doing is making like a tube, or I believe it's called a curl. So let me go ahead and take my decorative, let me see, actually I'm going to just take my scissors right here, put that down, and you don't really have to do this tight. I just am, because I'm very particular, you guys. But I'm just going to give this a nice little curl at the base. Nice curl. Alright, so I have this nice curl. Let's just go ahead and put something over there. Now you don't have to have anything hold it. You can, you know, just do this naturally by hand. Just curl it. Okay, So I have this nice pretty curl, and I have this curl, and I'm going to just combine them like this, like so. This is my middle, and let's see, I'm going to start at the base of this. See if this is how I want to do this. I'm placing it in between two of the wired pine. I'm placing it in between two of the wired pine and combining them. Pulling it and giving it one twist. Okay. Okay, so I have one of those attached. I'm going to bring out another set of two. Okay, and just curl away. It does not have to be super tight, but you just kind of want to tuck in these edges. You want to just tuck in the edges so that, you know, it reduces the amount, any fraying. Okay. And you create these nice little curls. Move that to the side. Okay. Right. So we have another curl, and we have this beauty, and I'm just going to go ahead and let's see the ends of these, and let's see the end of this one and the end of this. I am going to just lay them together, combine those. Then I'm going to focus on the sides, the top, the other side, and we're going to go ahead and just keep placing these in here. And I'm going to pinch these together in the middle. Find another section here. Okay, let's see. I want to get my other two pines. One pine over here and one pine on the left. Give it a nice hard twist. Okay. And here we are so far. And I'm just going to keep doing the same process, running all the way up to the very top. But I am going to leave an opening in the middle so that we could place our bow there, okay? But I'm going to just go ahead and continue making curls and running it all the way up the top. Okay, Handcrafters, so I'm not going to be doing that much talking in this video. I have a very bad cold that is affecting my throat and how I'm able to speak. So I do apologize. A lot of this video is going to be just kind of watch and learn, and when I need to speak I will. I'm so sorry guys, my voice is a mess. Yes, I'm actually going to put one more right here. So here's the finished swag with the curls on it, and here is the back, and right here in the middle I'm going to be running one or two of the long zip ties underneath the middle right here and attaching it to the top right here groove in on the lantern. So how I'm going to be doing this is not going to be able to be held. I'm going to be forming the swag over the lantern. This is a very nice material that is bendable. So I'm going to be bending it over our lantern here. Okay, first let's go ahead and attach it to the lantern. I'm going to go ahead and run this underneath. And I'm attaching it, pulling this up, attaching it to the middle. Okay, I'm going to keep it nice and straight for now. Okay, and a nice pull. Okay, so this is how it looks without it being maneuvered around, and we don't want that. I'm going to cut this off. Okay. And maybe just run another one. Don't necessarily need another one, but I'm just putting two on here. Okay, and now I'm going to bend. Just give it a nice bend. Okay. I'm going to lay this down. Give that a little bend. Because I want it to come in a little bit more to the lantern. If you would like to, you can always zip tie, run a zip tie through here, attaching it here, run a zip tie through here. Okay, run from here to here. But I'm not going to do that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put the florals in. These are the florals I'm going to be using. I purchased these off of Amazon. These are small peony heads. They have peony buds on them, some seeding, some leaves, Okay, and you get, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nice size peony heads, and 1, 2, 3, 4 peony buds. This came 4 in a pack, and I will leave the information for you guys in the description. So I ordered 3 boxes of the peonies. Okay, I am going to be placing them at different heights and lengths, not everything going in the same line, because I want it to just look like they are sporadically placed in here, but with a beautiful reason to be where they are. I'm going to be using my glue pot. Now I'm putting hot glue on the stems, and I'm really attaching them to the pine and or the tool, or the mesh towards the base of it. So I'm really trying to get it in there and stick it right where I need it to be. Now I'm alternating between the little petals on here, the buds, and like the little seed berry. Now I have my 2 pines, and I'm going to give them a little twist to connect them. I'm taking it to the side because I want one of the tails to come through the front, and I want one to cascade on the side, front. So instead of the bow being this way, I'm turning it upright, placing it in between the pines. I'm not stuffing it. I'm going to give these 2 pines at the top a nice twist, and then I'm going to fan out the bow. And then I'm going to recurl these tails. Okay, so I've actually curled up the tails so they're not in the way, but I just needed that to be there. Right, so now I have a beautiful calla lily. I purchased this off of Amazon. I'm going to go ahead and cut this right about here. I don't think I need it that long. I'll see. I'm going to place it underneath here. Okay, so I want that to be right about there. Okay. I have my glue. Stick it right in there. Go ahead and add 3 of the foam roses from Ling's Moments. I'm going to go ahead and speed through this. My little guy is home and he's a bit fussy, so I'm going to go ahead and speed through this fairly slowly so you guys can see. Plus, I can't talk very much anymore. So I hope that you guys are able to understand what's going on here. If you have any questions, please leave them for me in the comments. All the items that I use, I will drop the description, their links in the description. All right, so here we go. place the florals where they need to go. I put a little bit more of them towards the front, simply because the back is going to be up against the wall, and I'm trying to make the best use of all of the florals that I do have, the amount of florals that I do have, because this is spanning out through 3 centerpieces. So I didn't really focus that much on the back because it's going to be up against the wall. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using some reindeer moss. I purchased this from the Dollar Tree. I'm also going to be using floral pens, and I'm going to be placing a candle, battery operated candle, in the center, and I'm going to place the reindeer moss around the candle and pinning it in place with the floral. Okay, and we'll just place it there, place the reindeer moss in with the floral pins. Okay, Handcrafters, so I'm going to be using this pool noodle for the center focal piece on my church's altar. Now this is a pool noodle, regular pool noodle for swimming. I would have preferred this in green or white, but I could not find it anywhere. I purchased it off of Amazon. So I'm going to be using long zip ties to tighten this pool noodle around the front and the back of the goblets. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and give that a try. This in half looks to be about 24 inches. So I want to separate these evenly. So once this comes together, then it will be, the stems will be very nice and tight and secure in here. Okay, I want to go ahead and combine another set of just a little bit at the ends and run it under. I'm going to be adding in my Chanel stems or pipe cleaners in between each section because I'm going to be adding mesh. You guys, I need to stop talking. Like, seriously, I really do. It's so painful. So I'm just going to show you a couple and then I'm going to speed through. Okay, so this is my first time doing this, and I'm possibly going to put more Chanel stems in, but we'll see. So right now I did one Chanel stem, one here and one here, connecting it, and just kind of did the same pattern. One and then two, one, two, one, two. And I'm going to see if I'm going to need any more, because I really want to cover up this purple, and we shall see what I'm going to do. I want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching. And please, as always, don't forget to like,
and
share,
comment, subscribe.
You heard her. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Like
Thank
our
you.
channel. Thank you for watching. Turn on your notification bell so you don't miss the next craft.